Scale-wise with the Dilophosaurus, he looks good. It's in scale. Now, for some comparison shots. Just gonna put that to the side and Owen to the side. Comparing the Dilophosaurus, I will bring out Series 2 electronic Kenner Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus. So now this has sound, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I believe Mattel should do. A detachable frill. This one rocks it. It absolutely rocks having that detachable frill. Gives you more play capability. Now this one, however, does not spit venom. And also, its sound effect, if I can just first get this frill back on, there we go. Its sound effect can be pretty annoying. Here. Hopefully you heard that. If you didn't, well, then I'll add it in later. This guy is pretty cool. Now, scaling-wise, with the Mattel Dilophosaurus, not in scale at all. Also different paint schemes, just everything. In my opinion. Now, as far as humans go, I believe this is actually one of the better ones. To start, I'll bring in Hasbro's 2016 Chris Pratt / Owen, and you'll understand, if you haven't seen this monstrosity before, why I think Mattel is hitting it out of the park with their human figures. I don't know how these two are supposed to be the same person. For one, it does not look anything like Owen Grady or Chris Pratt. Terrible paint job. Knees are weird. Just overall blah. These two are supposed to be both 3 3/4. I do find Mattel's human figures are a bit smaller, because I do have some other 3 3/4 from different toy lines like Lannard or the G.I. Joes, and they are a little bit on the small side. Now, I do not have the Jurassic Park 3 toys, so do not expect me to compare them to that, because I frankly do not know. If I bring in another one of Hasbro's, their first humans, very petite, like here. These would never be in scale. These two, maybe, but I would definitely never want him to be in that universe, because if I had to choose between one Owen, that one. This one came with the Gyrosphere versus Indominus set. Just 2 points of articulation, arms and legs. Oh, wait, can the head swivel? Yes, okay, so 3 points. The head can swivel. Definitely not on scale. Next, I'm going to bring out Series 2 Kenner, Ian Malcolm. Now, in comparison, these two are this is a giant. Not in scale. Definitely not play compatible in my opinion. But I do prefer Mattel's articulation. But I also do love Kenner's simplicity. You guys give me your opinion. Next, I'll bring out Series 2 Tim Murphy by Kenner. He's as tall as Owen and a lot chunkier, so I don't think they're in scale, especially since he's supposed to be a kid. So, I mean, out of these figures, I gotta say, my favorites, Mattel, and then I love Kenner. Dang it, Kenner, I'm trying to freaking... There you go. They're all great. The one who actually I have the least problem standing with, though, is probably Mattel. Once you get Mattel in a good foot stance, oh, wait, hold on. Okay, now these guys too, but I don't count these guys. Mattel actually has been doing a really good job with balance, especially for such an articulated figure. Now, we will have to look at the test for time in the future, but overall, I do feel like they do a good job. Okay, in my opinion, these two are not plate compatible. This guy is way too big, and he has different scheme, just different material. He's not that great. I'll put him in the back. That way you can still see him. Another Dilophosaurus to compare to, the 2009 React Attack reskin. This fin was pretty cool, very outlandish color scheme. Definitely not in scale, not play compatible in my opinion. Cool that it has 2 sound effects and an action feature. Mine's a bit worn out due to time, but still. These two are not very play compatible. And just, yeah. I'd even say the Kenner one and this one are a lot more play compatible. I will grant though, this Dilophosaurus, I am happy that this one can stand because these two have to rest on their tails. Now, this one, a lot of people will probably have mixed feelings about, but I am going to bring out the Jurassic World Dilophosaurus from Hasbro from 2015. This one was not bad. I do have the spitting piece, but I totally forgot to bring it out, and if you guys want me to do a review on this guy, I will remember to grab it. This guy, not in scale. I just don't think these guys can mix. Has a nice feature, and of course can do the spitting action. Frill is very floppy. That is the one thing that I prefer on Mattel. And it's the same type of thing. Metal pegs, just lodged in there. That's the one thing I'll give Mattel. Theirs do not shake around like maracas. I do love the tail on this one. I don't know why. I just think it's really proportionate. Not in scale, but overall, not a bad toy. So these are the Dilophosauruses in scale. And then, for good measure, I'll bring out the Mattel Indoraptor. Now, Mattel has tried to make everything in scale. I think these are pretty in scale. Yeah. And very play compatible. So, yeah. Just put Indoraptor to the side there. There we go. Now, I'm going to clear and bring in humans. These have been the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Attack Back Dilophosaurus and Dinosaur Trainer Owen Grady. Overall, the Mattel human figures, if I have to give them as out of 10, I'll give them an 8 out of 10. There is always room for improvement. For example, I would love to see wrist articulation. We'll see. Wave 3 will come in, I believe, fall or December. So we have to wait and see. The attack packs, I would love to see more articulation, and especially some in the jaw. And just overall. I'm not going to buy any more of the attack packs except for the Dimorphodon. Because every other dinosaur that is in the attack pack so far, except for the Herrerasaurus, and there are a few exceptions, they are making better versions of. So do not expect too many attack packs. Overall, play compatibility, great. I give this a solid 9 out of 10. There's always room for improvement, as I just said. And for this guy, I'll give him a 7. He's not the greatest toy, but I would prefer the other Dilophosaurus that I personally have. Alright, this has been an Axonsaurus review. Hope you liked it. Leave a like if you liked it, and if you didn't, well, you know what to do.